Google Reader, you're inserting the link to their blog, which is basically his RSS feed. That's the only way I can explain it. And when that person does regular updates or updates his blog every Monday, you receive the newest information. So you're not having to go to visit the blog every single time, and looking for an update every Monday. You're automatically being fed that information. And literally, if you go to Google and type in Google Reader, it will tell you how to actually set that up.
Okay. And then RSS, if you're on a blog or any website that has, is it a little icon that's like a little swirly guy within a orange box? Is that right? Or a yellow box?
Yeah, it's the typically orange box that looks like it's a little megaphone that somebody's shouting out.
And it just says RSS, and you click on that, and it adds it to your Google Reader?
It actually will give you a link in your browser, and then you have to manually add that to your reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, no, I'm glad you clarified that because it can be a little confusing. But most blogs, for example, you can just, mine, for example, willgladhart.wordpress.com, you could take that and simply put it into the reader, and it's already RSS set. So you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to go that extra step to, get that RSS feed link. So you literally just have to put the blog address in.
Yeah. Okay.
So
boy, that's
it's
great information.
It's really simplistic. It's a very handy tool, but it allows you to, I read and follow over 120 plus blogs. So I couldn't go to every single one of them on a daily basis to find if they were updated. So all that information comes to me. And it's, and like you said, as a job seeker, it's a great way to find information and have that funneled to you on a regular basis, so you are not having to spend your time looking up those blogs over and over again.
Yeah. That's really, really good information. Thank you. And you had mentioned Job Seeker's View is really great to look at after Monday morning to get research that he's done for you, that gentleman's done for you for the last week, as far as job fairs, job club activity, things like that?
It's actually the upcoming week.
Okay.
It's everything that's going to happen. For example, the week of October 3rd, he puts it out in calendar format, and it literally tells you Monday through Friday what's happening in the community.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, very, very good. Okay. And then before we get to any questions that anybody might have, I wanted to talk a little bit about Visual CV, because Visual CV is something that I recommend my clients do. Actually, I help them put it together. It's really important to do this, I think, and it's actually very easy. Visual CV, and that's the word visual followed by C like Charlie and V like Victor, .com, is a site where you can put up an online resume. You can build it as you like, and it's free. It's completely free, and it's very, very slick because you can add any kind of visual representation of what you've done in your career. If you go there, you'll see a lot of examples, very easy to set up, but you can put in a summary, you can put in your experience. The cool thing about it is they have the ability, or you have the ability, to enter any kind, well, if you're a marketer, you've got all kinds of things that you can put up, maybe any marketing campaigns that you've done, or any hard copies of brochures that you've put together. But you don't have to be a marketer or an advertiser to have that kind of stuff. What you can have, if you are in operations, you can put together a graph of the difference that you've made in cost cutting, or reduction in cycle time, or the manpower decrease because you improved a process. Or if you're in sales, you can look in a graphical format of, you just put together a graph of how you've increased sales year over year, and put that graph over on the right-hand column. As well, you can take any kind of testimonial that someone's given you, and you can put that on the right-hand column. And with LinkedIn, it has to come from the person, but with Visual CV, you can actually take something that somebody has put in a performance appraisal or somebody has given you in a recommendation letter, and you can put snippets of that over on the right-hand column. It makes it very visually appealing, basically. I mean, it really looks better than what you can just put in a 1- or 2-page resume. So I really like visual CV. So if you're going to increase your online presence, go out there and put together, even if it's a rudimentary one, get a relatively, you can go to Target or Sears and get a decent, put on a suit and tie or a dress and get a nice professional picture, put it up there. And really, it doesn't matter what you look like as long as you got a big smile. That really is most important. But get yourself out there. You can even post audios or videos, really, really cool things. But before we take any questions, I do want to comment on LinkedIn. We're going to be talking in 2 weeks about LinkedIn, my suggestions on how to fill out a LinkedIn profile that is going to get you noticed by employers, and the differences between what it would look like if you're unemployed and doing a full-on search, or if you're employed and doing somewhat of a confidential search, how we do things differently there. But really how to use LinkedIn most effectively. I like LinkedIn in addition to being a very extended business card. I like it to do searches on people. And so I'm going to share with you some of the things that you can do in an advanced search to find people within companies. So with that, I think that the content for today is done. Wanted to know if there are any questions. If you're listening online, you can type in a question. Let's see. Type in any question on the lower left-hand corner if you're listening online, which most of you are. Or we have several people on the phone, so if you have a question, you can press *2 if you're on the phone, and I'd be happy to answer that question for you, or will, either one of us. So are there any questions out there? All right. I'm not seeing anything. Let me refresh everything.
I don't see anything online right now, currently, Tammy.
Okay. Well, then we can end a few minutes early. And Will, I want to appreciate, or I do appreciate, I want to thank you for being on the line today. It's been tremendous information, very, very good information. And I will be sending out a link so that everybody can listen to the replay later. Or if you were taking notes and you want to take some additional notes from it, you can always listen to it a second time. So thank you, everybody, for listening online and all of you on the phone. And we will see you in a couple of weeks. Will, do you have anything else to add?
No, I don't believe so, Tammy. One thing that I did want to note real quick is, you mentioned visual CV, and at Tammy's request, I put up a visual CV that, to give job seekers an idea of how you could structure your, online resume. It's visualcv.com /Will Gladhart. And so you can either Google me and find it that way, or you can go to that direct link. So that might give you some good tips on, and expand on some of the information Tammy shared. But thanks again for letting me participate. I always love talking about this topic, and hope some of the insights we shared, you can take away today and use today in your job search.
Yeah, and I do see one question from Jennifer about your name. So I just wanted to clarify. It's Will, and Gladhart is your last name, and H-A-R-T is how you spell that last part.
Yes,
so,
Will, Gladhart. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Will. And I do have everything posted. In addition to the SlideShare information, Will has given us a lot of resources that I've put on my website, and it's specifically for this teleclass or webinar, and you can find it at careerresumeconsulting.com /teleclass, which is TELECLASS-goodies.php, and you'll be able to access those. All right. Thank you, Will. And
thank you, Tammy.
You're welcome. We'll talk to everybody in a couple of weeks. Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.